Energy is the real currency. Protect yours or lose everything. Hey guys, tonight we're peeling back the curtain on something you probably never see, draining away, but you feel it every single day. Imagine this: your phone battery's at 2%, the red warning flashing, no charger in sight. Now, what if I told you that is your body, your mind, your spirit, quietly running on fumes? While life keeps making demands, most of us walk around overdrafted on energy and we don't even know it. We trade away focus for notifications, sleep for stress, peace for people-pleasing, and by the time we notice, it's too late. That's why tonight, we're diving into the truth the world hides from you. Energy is the real currency, and if you don't protect yours, you'll lose everything that matters. And trust me, most people won't survive this game not because they're weak, but because they never knew they were even playing. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Now, dim the lights. Maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum. And let's ease into tonight's journey together. In life, wherever you are, if you're walking, driving, laying in bed, or simply sitting still, just pause. Not your body, your attention. Feel how scattered it is, how easily the mind jumps from one thing to another. Notifications, emails, deadlines, noise, and beneath all that quietly draining is your energy. We rarely see it happening, but every unfinished conversation, every mindless scroll, every overcommitment, they're like tiny leaks in a bucket. Slowly, silently, our energy, our real currency, drains away. And by the time we notice, we're exhausted, bitter, burnt out, lost. But here's the thing most people never tell you. Energy is the real currency of life. Not money, not status, not the applause of strangers. Energy, it's the fuel behind every goal, every relationship, every quiet moment of peace. Lose that, and you lose everything. Your patience, your clarity, your ability to show up for the people you love, gone. Marcus Aurelius understood this long before burnout was a trending word. In his Meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But strength isn't just physical. It's energetic. It's subtle. It's the quiet power of showing up to life with your battery full, not drained to fumes. And yet, how often do we waste it? We guard our money. We watch our passwords. We lock our homes, but our energy, we give it away to drama, distractions, pointless arguments, toxic people, like it's infinite. It's not. And here's the Stoic truth most avoid. If you don't protect your energy, no strategy, no vision, no brilliant plan matters. A tired mind makes poor decisions. An exhausted soul chases quick fixes. A depleted body settles for survival instead of greatness. That's why today, in this conversation, we'll slow down. We'll breathe. We'll get painfully honest. And together, we'll explore how to protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Not through hacks, not through toxic hustle, but through ancient wisdom, modern clarity, and small, deliberate choices that stack over time. Let's start at the root. 1. The hidden leaks. How you lose energy without realizing it. Most people think energy is only about sleep or coffee, but that's surface level. Energy leaks far deeper. They hide in their mental loops, replaying old arguments, worrying about things you can't control. Invisible commitments, saying yes when you mean no, carrying the weight of tasks that drain you. Unfiltered inputs, doom-scrolling news, comparing yourself online, absorbing negativity from every direction. Neglected health, poor sleep, processed food, stagnant movement, all quiet thieves of vitality. Toxic proximity. Certain people, certain environments, they drain your spirit, even when they smile to your face. The Stoics weren't naive to these leaks. Seneca wrote extensively about the shortness of life, not in years, but in how we squander our hours, our energy, our focus. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Most people burn through their days reacting to drama, reacting to noise, reacting to emotions they never learned to master. And so, their energy, the real currency that could have built a peaceful, purposeful life, is spent on nonsense. Reflection pause. Let's breathe here. In, hold, and out. Ask yourself gently, where are your hidden energy leaks? Who or what quietly drains you? What pointless worry or distraction is siphoning your strength? Don't judge, just notice. Awareness is the first step to reclaiming your energy. 2. The energy bank. Your life runs on deposits and withdrawals. Imagine for a moment your energy like a bank account. Every action, every thought, every person either deposits into your energy or withdraws from it. The problem: most people are overdrawn. They give and give and give without replenishing. They say yes to everything while saying no to themselves. They sacrifice sleep for deadlines. They swap movement for comfort. They let their minds spiral in negativity and wonder why they feel empty. But life, like any system, runs on balance. Marcus Aurelius understood this profoundly. He spoke often of alignment, of living in accordance with nature, with reason, with your higher self. When you align your life with those principles, you conserve energy, you move with clarity, you act from choice, not reactivity. But stray from that alignment, your energy bleeds. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's not about blind endurance. It's about intelligent endurance. Energy is conserved not by avoiding life, but by engaging with life strategically. Daily energy deposits. Let me ask you, when was the last time you consciously deposited energy into yourself? Not numbing out, not escaping, but real, replenishing deposits. A full night of sleep, a slow, mindful meal, a walk without your phone, a conversation that nourishes your soul, quiet journaling to untangle your thoughts. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Seneca warned, people are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Your time is currency. Your energy is currency. Treat both like they're finite, because they are. 3. Energy boundaries, the invisible shields between you and the world. Here's a hard truth: protecting your energy means disappointing people. You will say no. You will walk away. You will be misunderstood. And that's the price of sovereignty. Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. But mastery isn't loud. It's not aggressive. It's quiet, subtle. It shows up in the boundaries you set, and the boundaries you uphold. Energy boundaries sound like, "I won't engage in gossip. I decline this invitation with respect. I need space to recharge. I'm not available for this drama. I choose silence over argument." These aren't walls of isolation. They're shields of discernment. Without them, your energy is public property. Anyone can drain it. Everything can distract you. Your battery depletes, and your life suffers. But with boundaries, you conserve energy for what matters: your health, your goals, your relationships that nourish, not deplete. Reflection. Pause. Where do your boundaries need reinforcement? Where are you leaking energy by being too available? What no do you owe yourself today? Breathe, reflect. No need to overhaul your life overnight. One clear boundary, one small no, is a quiet revolution. 4. The energy audit design. Don't drift. Here's where most people go wrong. They assume energy is reactive, that they feel energized or drained by chance. But energy is designed. It's cultivated. The Stoics believed in intentional living, choosing your inputs, your routines, your mindset. Modern life. It rewards reactivity, endless dopamine loops, overcommitted schedules, chronic comparison, minimal recovery. And yet, we wonder why we're depleted. Design your energy, or life will drain it for you. Start with an energy audit morning. Do you protect your first hour from chaos? Do you nourish your body before the world demands from you? Do you set intentions, not just chase notifications midday? Do you build recovery breaks into your workflow? Do you consciously breathe, stretch, pause? Do you notice when tension creeps in? Evening, do you wind down intentionally or collapse into distraction? Do you disconnect from devices before sleep? Do you reflect, even briefly, on how you spent your energy? Seneca said, "As each day arises, welcome it as the very best day of all and make it your own possession." But how can a day be yours if your energy was hijacked? The audit isn't about control. It's about awareness. Energy isn't an accident. It's a system. We'll go deeper soon, but let's pause. Right now, wherever you are. Close your eyes, if you can. Take one slow inhale, and remind yourself your energy is precious. It's limited. It's the currency behind everything. Protect it, design it, guard it fiercely. Because if you lose that, you lose everything. Welcome back. Still here, good. Most people quit before they reclaim their energy. They skim ideas, they chase hacks, but they never sit with the hard truths. But you're different. You're still listening. That matters. Because real energy mastery isn't about overnight fixes. It's about understanding the deeper game, the invisible system that governs your vitality. And the Stoics, they were obsessed with this system. They understood that if you master your mind, your energy follows. If you master your energy, your life follows. Today, let's go deeper. Because protecting your energy isn't just about setting boundaries. It's about how you think, how you focus, how you interpret the world. It starts with your inner dialogue, the stories you tell yourself every moment. And most of those stories, they drain you. 5. Mental energy. The silent battle in your own head. Have you noticed? You can wake up physically rested, but mentally exhausted. Why? Because your mind never stopped. It spun in circles all night. It replayed that awkward conversation. It imagined arguments that never happened. It obsessed over problems you can't yet solve. This is the quietest, most devastating energy leak, mental rumination. The Stoics warned us we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca, the mind left untamed is a thief. It steals your peace. It hijacks your energy. It creates false scenarios that drain you before your day even begins. But here's the invitation. You don't have to control every thought, but you can control your attention. Marcus Aurelius, in his journals, reminded himself the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Meaning, what you dwell on, you become. What you fixate on, you feel. And where your attention goes, your energy flows. Mental energy practice. The watchful mind. Today, try this. Imagine your mind like a room with windows. Thoughts will drift in like clouds. You can't stop them, but you can choose. Which ones stay, which ones pass. Every time a draining thought enters, pause. Label it. Unhelpful. Not mine. False urgency. And let it drift out. Don't fight. Don't grip. Just release. This is the quiet practice of reclaiming mental energy. Not through suppression, but through sovereignty. 6. Emotional energy. The hidden costs of unprocessed feelings. Here's what most of us were never taught. Unprocessed emotions cost energy, resentment. It simmers quietly, draining your peace. Anxiety. It loops endlessly, burning your mental bandwidth. Guilt. It weighs down your body, your confidence, your clarity. And yet, society teaches us to suppress. Stay positive. Man up. Push through. The Stoics, they never denied emotion. They studied it. They understood that emotions are like weather, natural, inevitable, temporary. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Meaning, you can't stop the storm, but you can stop building a house in its path. Emotional energy reflection. Today, ask yourself, what emotion am I carrying that no longer serves me? Where am I leaking energy through suppressed pain or unresolved tension? Name it, feel it, gently. Then, release its grip. Not to deny the emotion, but to deny it the right to deplete your life. 7. Energetic minimalism. Simplifying your life to recharge your soul. Here's a truth most avoid. Your environment shapes your energy, your space, your schedule, your digital life. All of it either recharges you or drains you. Look around. Is your home cluttered? Is your calendar overbooked? Is your phone an endless portal of distraction? No wonder you're exhausted. The Stoics practiced what we now call energetic minimalism. Not through trend, but through wisdom. They stripped away excess. They decluttered their minds. They simplified their routines. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." And craving more costs energy. Chasing more costs energy. Maintaining more costs energy. Minimalism Energy Challenge. What's one area you can simplify? A drawer you declutter. A meeting you cancel. An app you delete. A yes you replace with no. Minimalism isn't deprivation. It's a return to essentials. And essentials preserve energy. 8. Social energy. The people who nourish or deplete you. We can't ignore this. Your relationships are energy exchanges. Some nourish, some drain, some inspire, some exhaust. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius warned, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its company. Who you spend time with, you become. What energy surrounds you, seeps into you. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people tolerate energy vampires out of politeness. They keep draining relationships out of habit. They stay entangled in drama out of fear, and their energy suffers. Social energy audit. Look at your circle. Ask, who leaves me drained? Who leaves me inspired? Who respects my boundaries? Who ignores them? This isn't about cutting everyone off. It's about calibration. More time with those who fuel you, less time with those who drain you. Clear boundaries everywhere. Your energy, your choice. Guard it or lose it. 9. Spiritual energy. The deeper well within beyond mind, beyond body, lies your spiritual energy. Call it your soul, your higher self, your connection to the divine, to the present moment. The Stoics, though rational, believed in this well, a place within untouched by circumstance, a quiet center of stillness, and from that stillness, energy flows. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." But most people, they never look. They never pause. They never return to the well. And so, they run dry, depleted, disconnected, chasing external fixes while the internal source remains untouched. Spiritual energy practice. Today, sit quietly, 5 minutes, breathe. No goals, no striving, just presence. Notice beneath the noise. A stillness exists, a quiet source waiting to refill you. That's spiritual energy. It's free, it's limitless, but only if you return to it. 10. The energy equation: inputs, outputs, and mastery. Let's simplify it. Your energy is a system of inputs and outputs. Inputs: rest, nourishment, movement, silence, connection, reflection. Outputs: work, service, creativity, presence, boundaries upheld. When inputs exceed outputs, you recharge, you thrive, you lead. When outputs exceed inputs, you burn out, you resent, you break down. Simple, not always easy, but simple. The Stoics remind us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus: want to be energized, want to be present, want to design your life. Then do what you have to do. Audit the leaks, rebuild the inputs, master the outputs, because energy isn't random, it's designed. And if you don't design it, life will drain it for you. We've covered the invisible leaks, the mental, emotional, social, spiritual energy drains. But there's more. In the next part, we'll explore the deepest layer: how your focus, your attention, and your decisions either protect your energy or quietly destroy it. Stay with me. Your energy, your life, depends on it. You've made it this far. That already separates you from most. See, energy mastery isn't about knowing a few clever tricks. It's about patience, discipline, the quiet willingness to sit with the hard truths, while the rest of the world chases distractions. And here's one of those hard truths. Your focus is the gateway to your energy. What you give your attention to, you give your energy to. Simple, relentless, inescapable. The Stoics were obsessed with this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. But here's where it gets dangerous. We live in a world designed to hijack your focus. Algorithms, notifications, outrage, comparison. The economy of attention is stealing your energy. And the only defense is conscious, deliberate, disciplined focus. 11. Attention is energy guard. It like gold. Most people treat attention like air. They assume it's unlimited. They give it away to endless scrolling, to mindless outrage, to comparison loops that shred their confidence and their energy gone. Your mind, your energy, your life, it follows your focus. If you fixate on drama, your life feels chaotic. If you obsess over scarcity, your life feels small. If you dwell on negativity, your life feels hopeless. But the reverse, it's also true. Focus on gratitude, energy rises. Focus on solutions, clarity returns. Focus on your lane, momentum builds. The Stoics called this inner citadel thinking, a protected mental space, guarded from the noise of the world. Daily focus practice. Start small. For the first hour after you wake, no social media, no news, no email, just presence, silence, reflection, intention. It's not about control, it's about sovereignty. Guard your focus, or the world will sell it. And when they sell it, they steal your energy. 12. The hidden cost of multitasking. We glorify being busy, juggling, responding, always on. But the science is clear. Multitasking shreds your energy. Switching between tasks burns mental fuel. Every ping, every tab, every notification costs you clarity. The Stoics knew this long before smartphones. They taught the power of presence, doing one thing with your full mind, your full attention, your full energy. Seneca warned, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. When your mind fragments, your energy fragments, your power fragments, and your life feels scattered. Practical focus shift. Today, try monotasking. Block 30 minutes, choose one task, phone away, tabs closed, full presence. Notice the difference, the depth, the peace, the energy. Multitasking isn't a flex, it's an energy leak. One task, one focus, one full deposit of energy. 13. Digital minimalism, reclaiming energy from your devices. Let's be honest. Your phone isn't neutral. It's designed to drain you, not because you're weak, but because billion-dollar industries profit from your distraction. Every app, every endless scroll, every dopamine hit costs you energy. The Stoics couldn't predict TikTok, but they understood temptation. They practiced voluntary discomfort, removing easy pleasures to strengthen willpower. You don't have to live offline, but you do have to design your digital life, or it will design you. Digital energy practice. Try these. Remove non-essential apps. Move addictive apps off your home screen. Schedule phone-free hours. Track your screen time without judgment, just awareness. Energy isn't just stolen by work. It's stolen by unfiltered consumption. Design your tech. Protect your energy. 14. The energy cost of comparison. Here's a thief nobody talks about. Comparison. Scrolling through highlight reels, comparing your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20, measuring your worth against curated illusions, and your energy. It drains. Your confidence, it collapses. your peace, it evaporates. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do not waste time arguing what a good man should be one. Stop arguing with reality. Stop comparing with illusions. Return to your lane, your life, your energy. Comparison detox today. Unfollow 5 accounts that trigger insecurity. Mute the noise. Curate your inputs. And remind yourself, no one's life is as flawless as their feed, but your energy, your peace, your focus, that's real. Guard it. 15. The quiet strength of saying. Most energy loss isn't dramatic. It's subtle. It happens when you say yes to things you resent, yes to overcommitments, yes to draining conversations. But every weak yes is a no to your peace, a no to your goals, a no to your energy. The Stoics taught your time, your focus, your energy should be spent with precision. Epictetus reminds us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Say no, so you can say yes to what matters. Boundary practice. This week, say no once, politely, firmly, with love, and with clarity. Watch your energy return. Watch your confidence build. Watch your sovereignty sharpen. Energy isn't just stolen, it's surrendered. Choose differently. 16. Stillness. The ultimate energy recharge amidst the noise, the rush, the demands. There's stillness, not laziness, not avoidance, stillness. The Stoics understood. Stillness isn't weakness, it's power, it's clarity. It's how your energy recharges. Marcus Aurelius often retreated inward, despite leading an empire. He carved moments for reflection, for breath, for stillness. Stillness practice. Just 5 minutes. No agenda, no phone, no noise. Just sit, breathe. Notice the space within. Stillness isn't absence, it's presence, without pressure. And from stillness, your energy, your clarity, your strength returns. We'll go even deeper next, into the energy behind your decision, your habits, your environment, the invisible system that quietly shapes your energy and your destiny. Stay with me. Protect your energy, or lose everything. Still here good, because we're not done. The surface level fixes the quick hacks, they barely scratch the surface. But you're not here for hacks. You're here for truth, for depth, for the quiet mastery the Stoics spoke of. The kind of mastery that says you don't have to control the world. You have to control how you show up in it. And how you show up depends entirely on your energy. We've explored the hidden leaks. We've audited your focus. But there's a deeper layer. It's the system, the invisible architecture around your decisions, your habits, your environment. The system that either protects your energy or guarantees you'll lose it. 17. Decision fatigue. The silent energy killer. Every day, you make hundreds of decisions, tiny ones. Should I check my phone? What do I eat? When do I work out? Who do I reply to? And every decision costs mental energy. It's called decision fatigue. A silent, creeping drain on your clarity, your willpower, your vitality. Even the Stoics understood this. Their routines were simple, their priorities clear, their minds focused. Why? Because every ounce of wasted energy on trivial choices Is energy stolen from what actually matters? Simplification practice. Look at your daily choices. Where can you simplify? Meal prep, pre-planned workouts, morning routines, default responses to non-essential requests, fewer trivial decisions, more energy for what counts. It's not laziness. It's intelligent conservation. Protect your energy before the world drains it. One tiny choice at a time. 18. The power of habits. Automating energy protection. Imagine this. Your day runs. Without constant mental wrestling, healthy choices happen, almost on autopilot. Boundaries stay firm, without daily resistance. That's the power of habits. James Clear calls it environmental design. The Stoics called it self-mastery. Habits. Automate your energy. When good habits run your day, your energy isn't wasted on decision fatigue. It's directed toward growth. Keystone habit reflection. What's one small habit that, if installed, would protect your energy daily? It could be a 10-minute morning meditation, phone-free meals, evening journaling, a strict bedtime. Small, consistent. Habit isn't restriction. It's freedom. Freedom from depletion. Freedom from constant willpower battles. Master your habits. Master your energy. 19. The invisible environment, how space shapes energy. Look around. Your space is a quiet architect of your energy. Clutter, it drains. Noise, it distracts. Disorder, it fragments focus. The Stoics practiced physical simplicity, not as aesthetic minimalism, but as energy protection. Seneca's living quarters were simple. Marcus Aurelius's personal space, sparse. Not because they rejected beauty, but because they rejected chaos. Environment energy practice today. Clear one small area, your desk, your bedroom, your phone home screen. Make it reflect peace, simplicity, order. Energy loves clarity. Chaos drains it. Design your space. Design your energy. 20. Energy and expectations. The hidden burden. Most exhaustion isn't physical. It's the weight of unmet, unexamined expectations. You expect perfection. You expect immediate results. You expect life to unfold smoothly. And when it doesn't, frustration, disappointment, drained energy. But the Stoics, they practiced expectation management. Epictetus reminds us, when you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Expect challenges. Expect setbacks. Expect humanity in yourself and others. Lower the unrealistic expectations, and you lower the energy cost of constant disappointment. Expectation audit. Where are your hidden rigid expectations draining your energy? Relationships. Work yourself. Loosen the grip. Embrace imperfection. Protect your energy by aligning your expectations with reality. 21. The energy of purpose. Fuel from meaning. You've probably felt this when your work, your actions, your days lack purpose. Even rest doesn't recharge you. But when you have meaning, you access a deeper energy reserve. One that doesn't come from coffee, but from alignment. The Stoics believed every person has a unique role to play, a duty, a contribution. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." When you align your ambitions, your energy flows. Purpose reflection. Ask yourself, where in your life are you living misaligned? Where are you pouring energy into things you don't believe in no amount of sleep can fix? Energy wasted on the wrong path. But purpose, it ignites energy from within. Protect your energy by protecting your purpose. 22. Quiet quitting energy drains. We often think energy is stolen in big moments, but often it bleeds away quietly. Mindless scrolling, half-hearted conversations, going through the motions, saying yes to avoid conflict. The Stoics didn't tolerate this. They believed in presence, in intentional action, in living fully. Half living is the quickest way to empty your energy reserves. Presence practice. Where today are you operating on autopilot? Bring presence, even to small tasks, even to mundane moments. Fully present energy is efficient energy. Fragmented presence is fragmented power. 23. Guard your mornings. Guard your energy. The first hour sets the tone for your entire day. Wake into chaos, carry chaos. Wake into intentionality, carry clarity. The Stoics guarded their mornings, journaling, reflection, clarity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. But most people wake into noise, into their phones, into reactive energy. Morning energy ritual. No phone for 30 minutes. Breathe, stretch, reflect, journal. Your morning is sacred. Guard it. And you guard your energy all day. We've only scratched the surface. Next, we'll explore the deepest forms of energy mastery, the kind the Stoics whispered about, quietly cultivated, and built their empires upon. Stay with me, because without your energy, you lose everything. Still with me, that already tells me something about you. You're not just casually curious. You're ready to go deeper, because mastering your energy, it isn't about shortcuts. It's about building a quiet, resilient foundation. One that lets you show up to life, steady, calm, unafraid of the storms outside, because the system inside is solid. And the Stoics, they understood this better than anyone. They didn't chase constant motivation. They built systems. They designed their days. They cultivated the habits, the reflections, the discipline that guarded their energy. We've explored the obvious drains, but now let's go beyond, into the subtle, the unseen, the misunderstood parts of energy that, if neglected, cost you everything. 24. Emotional containment. How Stoics protected inner energy. Here's what modern life gets wrong. It glorifies emotional outbursts, venting, complaining, endless reaction. But every emotional explosion costs energy. It might feel relieving in the moment, but afterward you're depleted. The Stoics practiced emotional containment, not repression. Containment. They observed their emotions. They named them, but they didn't let them run the show. Epictetus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Meaning, sometimes Silence protects your energy more than being right. Sometimes, restraint recharges you more than reacting. Emotional energy practice. Next time you feel triggered, pause. Label the emotion, but don't let it lead your energy. Protect your peace. Protect your power. This is strength. Quiet. Steady. The Stoic kind. 25. Language and energy words that drain. Your words shape your energy. Speak constant negativity, you drain yourself. Dwell in I can't. I'm tired. This sucks. You amplify depletion. Marcus Aurelius taught the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. But your words reflect your thoughts, and they echo back into your energy system. Language awareness. Audit your speech for 24 hours. Notice complaints, exaggerations, self-sabotaging phrases. Replace them, even subtly. Language shapes reality. Guard your words. Guard your energy. 26. The hidden energy drain of people-pleasing. It's sneaky. People-pleasing feels noble, helpful, selfless, but unchecked. It's exhaustion disguised as kindness. Every yes you say to avoid conflict steals your energy. Every agreement to keep others happy weakens your boundaries. And over time, resentment builds. Energy drains. The Stoics were clear. You are responsible for your choices, not for others' perceptions. People-pleasing reflection. Where are you sacrificing your energy to protect someone else's temporary comfort? You can be kind and have boundaries. You can be generous and protect your peace. True service never costs your vitality. 27. Time as energy. The hidden exchange. Think about this. Time isn't just passing moments, it's energy in motion. Where your time goes, your energy follows. The Stoics viewed time as their most sacred currency. Seneca warned people are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Wasting time is wasting life energy. Time audit. Look at your schedule. What low-energy tasks are stealing high-value time? Where are you distracted when you could be focused? Where are you tolerating energy drains? Instead of designing your hours, protect your time, protect your energy, protect your life. 28. Nature as energy recalibration. There's a forgotten energy source, hiding in plain sight. Nature, the forest, the ocean, the sunrise, the quiet dirt under your feet. The Stoics observed nature constantly. They believed alignment with nature restored energy, clarity, and perspective. Marcus Aurelius reflected, adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you. But adaptation requires reconnection, and nothing reconnects like nature. Nature energy practice today. Spend 10 minutes outside. No phone, no noise, just observation, stillness, breath. Nature doesn't rush, but everything gets done, and your energy realigns quietly. 29. Energy and acceptance. Stop resisting the uncontrollable. Here's a deep energy truth. Resistance costs energy. Fighting what you can't change wastes your life force. The Stoics mastered this. They practiced amor fati, love of fate, radical acceptance of what life brings. Not resignation, acceptance, because resistance burns energy without results. Acceptance reflection. Where today are you fighting reality? Where are you burning energy? On the uncontrollable release. Refocus. Protect your energy for what you can influence. 30. Energy is presence, your greatest power source. Strip away the hacks, the routines, the strategies. At the core, energy comes from one thing: presence. Fully here, fully now. Not lost in regrets. Not tangled in anxiety. Not fragmented by distraction. Just present, breathing, alive, centered. The Stoics lived this. They weren't perfect, but they practiced, returning again and again to presence. Presence anchor. In this moment, pause. Notice your breath, your body, the space around you. Nothing to fix, nothing to chase. Just be. That's energy. That's life. That's power. Reclaimed. We'll continue building this foundation next, because protecting your energy isn't a one-time act. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, a quiet revolution that no one can take from you. You've stayed. You've listened. You've reflected. And that, in itself, is rare. Most people glance at these ideas and move on. But you're sitting with them. You're choosing the harder path, the one of self-awareness, mastery, responsibility. And that's where real energy begins to shift. Not from outside, not from magic routines, but from the inside, where your mindset and actions quietly align. Today, let's move even deeper into that alignment. Let's explore how your beliefs, your internal narrative, and your daily patterns either protect your energy or drain it beyond recognition. 31. The story you tell yourself is either fuel or a leak. Pause for a moment. What's the quiet story looping in your mind? I'm overwhelmed. I can't handle this. I'm not enough. Or is it, I'm capable, I'm steady, I'm learning? The Stoics understood. Your internal dialogue is the script that shapes your external energy. Marcus Aurelius reflected daily in his meditations, not because he doubted himself, but because he knew the mind left unchecked becomes your greatest energy leak. Narrative energy practice. Today, notice the story, interrupt the leak, reframe it. Instead of "I can't handle this," try "This moment challenges me, and that's how I grow." It's not about blind positivity. It's about reclaiming mental sovereignty. Guard your narrative, and you guard your energy. 32. Energetic posture. How your body affects your mind. Most people overlook this. Your posture, your breath, your physical alignment. It shapes your mental and emotional energy. Slouched shoulders, closed posture, shallow breath. Your body signals depletion, and your mind follows. The Stoics taught embodiment long before modern science confirmed it. They believed your physical discipline reflects your internal discipline. Posture awareness. Right now, sit upright, shoulders back, jaw unclenched. Deep breath. Notice the energy shift. It's subtle, but real. The body and mind aren't separate. Align them, and your energy elevates. 33. Energy and forgiveness. Release or stay drained. Here's a heavy one. Holding on to resentment costs energy, anger, bitterness, grudges. They simmer quietly, consuming your mental bandwidth, your emotional clarity, your peace. The Stoics weren't emotional doormats, but they understood forgiveness isn't weakness. It's strategic energy protection. Seneca wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Meaning, rise above. Don't mirror the harm. Protect your energy by releasing what depletes it. Forgiveness. Reflection. Who or what are you carrying that quietly drains your energy? You don't have to forget, but you can release the grip. For them. No. For your energy. Absolutely. 34. Energy is contagious. Choose your circle wisely. Look around. The people closest to you either fuel you or drain you. It's not judgment. It's energetic math. Optimistic, growth-oriented people. They raise your energy baseline. Negative, stagnant, cynical people. They deplete it, even silently. The Stoics chose their circles deliberately. They practiced presence with the wise and distance from the draining. Circle audit. Who elevates you? Who exhausts you? Who do you need to see less? It's not about cutting everyone off. It's about calibration. Design your proximity. Design your energy. 35. The energy of gratitude. A hidden refill. Gratitude isn't just warm feelings. It's energy alignment. It reorients your focus away from lack toward abundance. The Stoics weren't naive. They faced hardship, illness, betrayal, uncertainty. But they practiced gratitude, not for comfort, but for clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude protects energy by reminding you already have so much. Gratitude energy practice before bed tonight. List 3 small things that nourished your energy today. A moment of calm, a kind word, a breath of fresh air. Gratitude isn't about ignoring struggle. It's about amplifying what fuels you so you can face the struggle. 36. Busyness is not productivity. The energy trap. Modern society glorifies being busy, back-to-back meetings, overflowing calendars, constant motion. But busyness doesn't equal effectiveness. It equals depletion. The Stoics prized essentialism. They did what mattered, ignored what didn't, protected their time, their focus, their energy. Busyness audit. Look at your day. Where are you busy, but not effective? Cut the noise. Prioritize the essentials. Protect your energy by eliminating the unnecessary. 37. Energy and saying. Maybe here's a subtle energy drain. Indecision, waffling, half commitments. When you constantly say maybe, your mind stays open loop. Your energy stays trapped. The Stoics taught decisive action. They believed clarity protects energy. Indecision leaks it. Decisiveness practice. For small choices today, decide yes or no. Done. Free the mental space. Protect the energy. Small decisive moments. Build energetic momentum. 38. The energy of self-trust. Self-doubt is exhausting. Second-guessing, overthinking, constant inner debate. It bleeds energy. The Stoics practiced quiet self-trust, not arrogance, but earned confidence through reflection, discipline, alignment. Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Clarity, action, trust. That sequence protects your energy. Self-trust anchor. Choose one small action aligned with your values. Do it. No debate. No overthinking. Notice the energy rise from quiet integrity. We'll go even further next, because protecting your energy isn't a one-time fix. It's a philosophy, a daily choice, a lifetime practice, and your life depends on it. Still here, good. It means you're ready to peel back the next layer, because protecting your energy isn't about a few good days. It's about building a system, a rhythm, a mindset so deeply wired that your energy isn't constantly under threat. That's what the Stoics mastered. They weren't superhuman. They were strategic. They understood. The greatest victories in life come from mastery over the invisible, over your mind, your habits, your energy. And today, we explore how to solidify that invisible system so your energy becomes steady, reliable, quietly powerful. 39. Energy rituals. Building micro-habits of renewal. Rituals aren't superstition. They're structure, small, repeatable actions that quietly protect and refuel your energy. The Stoics had rituals: morning reflections, journaling, reading philosophy, silence before sleep. Modern life, it strips rituals away, replaces them with rush, with noise, with endless demands. But without rituals, your energy drifts, depletes, falls apart. Energy ritual suggestions: morning silence, even 5 minutes. Evening reflection. Write one insight, one gratitude. Movement break, stretch, breathe, reset. Nature moments, a short walk, a skyward glance. Tiny rituals, tiny deposits, big protection for your energy. 40. Energy and the art of letting go. Sometime, the only way to protect your energy is to release. Release projects that drain you. Release relationships that no longer align. Release versions of yourself you've outgrown holding on. It costs energy. Releasing it renews it. The Stoics taught impermanence. They accepted endings, not with despair, but with clarity, with gratitude, with readiness for what's next. Letting go. Reflection. What are you gripping that quietly drains your energy? What fear prevents the release? Your energy thrives when you release the unnecessary. 41. The hidden energy trap of overthinking. Overthinking feels productive. It feels responsible, but it's exhausting, draining, paralyzing. The Stoics, they favored clarity. They questioned thoughts. but they didn't loop endlessly. Epictetus taught, "We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens." Overthinking amplifies imagined problems, wastes energy on false futures, leaves you depleted, and nowhere closer to action. Overthinking. Interrupt. Next time your mind spirals, pause. Ask, is this helpful? Is this solvable now? Is this my responsibility? If not, release. Protect the energy. Return to presence. 42. Energy and nutrition fuel. Not filler food isn't just calories. It's energy, or exhaustion. It either supports your vitality or sabotages it. The Stoics practiced moderation. They ate for function, for clarity, for discipline. Modern nutrition, often hijacked by excess, quick fixes, sugar crashes, energy spikes, followed by depletion. Nutrition awareness. Today, notice what you consume. Ask, does this nourish my energy? Or does it numb, distract, drain? Protect your vitality. One mindful meal, one nourishing choice at a time. 43. The energy cost of complaining. Complaining feels good, briefly, but it's expensive. It reinforces helplessness. It anchors negativity. It leaks energy, silently. The Stoics. They observed, they accepted, they acted, but they didn't wallow. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people unless it affects the common good. Complaining wastes your life force. Action protects it. Complaining fast for 24 hours. Catch yourself. Replace complaints with action, gratitude, silence. Notice the quiet return of your energy. 44. Energy and the power of solitude. In a noisy world, solitude is oxygen. It's where energy regathers, resets, realigns. The Stoics practiced solitude daily, not isolation, but intentional stillness, time alone, to think, to feel, to protect their mind and their energy. Solitude practice today. Claim 10 minutes, no phone, no tasks, no demands, just sit, breathe, be in solitude. Your deepest energy returns. 45. Guard your evenings. The final energy boundary. How you end your day determines how much energy you reclaim overnight. Most people scroll to exhaustion, fall asleep overstimulated, wake up depleted. The Stoics. They ended their days with reflection, gratitude, clarity, boundaries. Evening energy ritual. At night, no screens 30 minutes before bed. Journal one insight, breathe, let go of the day. Evenings aren't just for sleep, they're for energetic reset. Guard them fiercely. In the next part, we'll explore the final, most powerful levers for building a life where your energy is protected and your potential fully unlocked. Stay with me. You've come this far. You're not going back. If you're still listening, you've proven something most never will. You've proven that your attention, your presence, your energy are no longer up for grabs. See, protecting your energy isn't for the faint of heart. It requires courage, discipline, and quiet rebellion against a world obsessed with noise, with burnout, with constant depletion. But the Stoics understood, a life well lived isn't a life of constant stimulation. It's a life of clarity, of intention, of steady, protected energy, fueling the things that truly matter. Let's go deeper now, to the final, often ignored energy principles, the ones that separate the reactive from the resilient, the depleted from the powerful. 46. Energy and your internal standards. Here's a quiet truth. Low standards leak energy. When you tolerate mess, when you accept excuses, when your boundaries wobble, your confidence, your momentum, your energy all crumble. The Stoics lived by internal standards, not for perfection, but for alignment, for pride, for strength. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. What you expect of yourself directly shapes your energy. Standards reflection. Where have your standards slipped? Your habits, your routines, your mindset. Raise them kindly, not from shame, but from self-respect. High internal standards. Protect your energy and rebuild your self-trust. 47. Energy and the discipline of rest. It sounds backwards, but often the most courageous thing you can do is rest. Rest isn't laziness, it's fuel, it's recovery, it's the discipline of knowing when to stop. The Stoics valued moderation. They worked hard, but they respected the body, the mind, the need for pause. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less, or do what's essential, what the logos of a social being requires, and in the requisite way." Essential, not everything. That's how energy is preserved. Rest awareness. Where are you overextending? Out of ego, out of habit. Pull back, refuel. Protect your energy so you can keep showing up. 48. The energy cost of perfectionism. Chasing perfect. It drains your energy faster than almost anything. You hesitate, overanalyze, redo again and again, all while your confidence and your vitality quietly leak away. The Stoics, they practiced progress. They sought growth, not flawless outcomes. Epictetus reminds us, no great thing is created suddenly. Aim for steady improvement, not perfection. Protect your energy by embracing imperfection. 49. Energy and the power of reflection. The unexamined life drains energy. You repeat mistakes, you miss patterns, you drift until burnout catches you. The Stoics reflected daily. Their journals, their meditations weren't indulgence. They were protection, a shield against wasted time, against wasted energy. Reflection. Practice. Each evening, ask what drained me today, what fueled me, what needs adjustment. Clarity protects energy. Reflection is your compass. 50. The energy of simplicity. Complexity is exhausting, overthinking, overcommitting, overcomplicating. But simplicity, it frees energy, it clears space, it builds momentum. The Stoics lived simply, not from poverty, but from wisdom. They removed excess. They focused on essentials. and their energy remained steady. Simplicity audit. Look at your life. Where can you simplify your routines, your environment, your digital life? Strip away the unnecessary. Let your energy breathe. 51. Energy and financial discipline. Money isn't separate from energy. Financial chaos leaks mental bandwidth, worry, stress, uncertainty. But financial order, it protects energy. It reduces noise. It builds stability. The Stoics weren't obsessed with wealth, but they respected resource management. Seneca warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor." Craving more costs energy. Managing wisely preserves it. Financial energy check. Review your finances. Simplify. Organize. Stop the leaks. Peace of mind. Frees your energy to focus on life's real work. 52. The energy drain of approval. Chasing validation. It's endless and exhausting. Every time you contort yourself for applause, for acceptance, you deplete your authenticity and your energy. The Stoics. They needed no external approval. Their alignment came from within. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Care less about impressions. Care more about integrity. Protect your energy by releasing the need to please." 53. Energy and mental models. Think smarter, not harder. When you lack frameworks, every decision feels heavy, every problem overwhelming. Mental models simplify life. They reduce friction. They save energy. The Stoics use them. Control what you can. Release what you can't. Align with nature. Act with virtue. Frameworks. Reduce wasted thought and protect your energy. Mental model practice. When overwhelmed, pause. Apply. Is this within my control? What action aligns with my values? Simple, clear. Energy protecting. In the next part, the final pillars, the deepest truths, the Stoic foundations that ensure your energy remains protected, resilient, and quietly powerful. No matter the world outside, stay with me. The final steps are the most important. You've made it to the edge of this journey. Most never do. They chase hacks. They chase noise. They chase the next quick fix. But you've stayed. You've reflected. You've dared to ask, what would my life look like if I protected my energy as fiercely as I protect my money, as fiercely as I protect my image, as fiercely as I protect my comfort? The Stoics asked that same question centuries before burnout was a trending topic. And their answers, they've stood the test of time because they understood. You don't rise by dominating the world. You rise by mastering yourself. And at the center of that mastery is your energy. Let's finish this with the final, often hidden pillars that silently determine whether you protect your energy or lose everything. 54. Energy and the trap of overconsumption. We live in an age of endless input, podcasts, videos, news, opinions. It feels productive, it feels informative, but constant consumption clogs your mind, depletes your focus, erodes your energy. The Stoics consumed wisely. They read, they reflected, but they filtered. They created space for their own thoughts. Consumption awareness. Ask yourself, are you learning or are you numbing? Are you feeding clarity or distracting yourself? To exhaustion. More input is not always more growth. Sometimes it's just more depletion. Guard your mind. Guard your energy. 55. The energy cost of false urgency. Modern life screams, everything is urgent. Respond now, solve now, decide now. But false urgency burns energy, clouds judgment, fragments presence. The Stoics moved with intention. They acted swiftly when needed, but they were immune to manufactured panic. Marcus Aurelius taught if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Estimate differently. Protect your calm. Protect your energy. Urgency filter. Before reacting, pause. Ask, is this truly urgent, or is it noise? Does this deserve my energy? Most don't. Most can wait. Most aren't worthy of your depletion. 56. Energy and the depth of silence. In a loud world, silence is rebellion. It's restoration. It's clarity. It's protection. The Stoics practiced silence daily. Not just absence of words, but absence of noise. Inside and out. In silence. Your nervous system recalibrates. Your thoughts settle. Your energy returns. Silence practice. Claim pockets of silence today. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. No input. No output. Just being. Silence isn't empty. It's where your energy gathers strength. 57. The energy of meaningful work. Work isn't the enemy of energy. Misaligned work is pointless work. Work that drains your soul for a paycheck. But meaningful work, it fuels you. It stretches you. It elevates your energy, even when it challenges you. The Stoics aligned their labor with virtue, with purpose, with service. Work that matters protects your energy by fueling your spirit. Work alignment reflection. Is your work aligned, resented, tolerated? You can't always change it overnight, but awareness is step one. Alignment protects your energy long term. 58. Energy and compassion. Protecting, not hardening. The world confuses energy protection with coldness, with walls, with withdrawal. But true protection includes compassion, not depletion, but care, with boundaries. The Stoics practiced compassion. They served. They contributed. But they didn't lose themselves in the process. Compassion with boundaries. You can care and still say no. You can help and still protect your peace. Compassion without boundaries leads to burnout. Compassion with clarity protects energy for the long game. 59. Energy and the art of completion. Unfinished tasks are quiet leaks, open loops, half-done projects, lingering maybes. They occupy your mind. They fragment your focus. They drain your energy. The Stoics closed loops. They simplified. They completed. Not perfectly, but with intention. Completion practice today. Choose one lingering task. Finish it. Fully. Watch your mind. Quiet. Watch your energy rise. Completion frees energy. Procrastination depletes it. 60. The Stoic Energy Compass. At the heart of it all lies a simple compass, a way to navigate every choice with your energy in mind. Ask, does this fuel me? Does this drain me? Does this align with my highest self? Does this respect my finite energy? The Stoics didn't complicate life. They returned again and again to clarity, to virtue, to presence. You can too. Your energy, your responsibility, your protection, your quiet rebellion, your quiet power. In the final part, we'll stitch everything together. A blueprint, a mindset, a way of walking through life where your energy isn't squandered, it's protected, and your potential fully realized. You've come this far. One more step. Let's finish this. Here we are, the final chapter of this journey. But if you've truly been listening, you know, this isn't the end. This is the beginning. Because protecting your energy isn't a one-time decision. It's not a weekend routine. It's not a checklist you finish and forget. It's a quiet, steady philosophy, a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of protecting the only true currency you'll ever have, your energy. The Stoics didn't just preach that philosophy, they embodied it. And their lives through challenge, through hardship, through chaos reflected that inner mastery. You can live that way too. You already are, by staying with this. But let's bring it all together. Let's make it simple. Let's craft your blueprint. The Energy Protection Blueprint. If you remember nothing else, carry this with you. Energy leaks come quietly through small, daily neglect. Energy is guarded through presence, boundaries, reflection, and alignment. Your mind, your routines, your environment, your relationships, all silently shape your energy. Without protected energy, success, relationships, clarity, joy, all fade. It's not complicated, it's consistent. Protect your energy or lose everything. The daily energy questions. Begin your mornings. End your days. With these, what fuels me? What drains me? Where can I say no? Where can I slow down? How can I align with what matters? Today, ask, adjust, repeat, relentlessly. The Stoic reminders for energy mastery. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel depleted, when life feels chaotic, come back to these from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. From Seneca. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. From Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. These are not ancient relics. They're living reminders. They're energetic anchors. They're invitations to live differently. The invisible system you now carry. You've rebuilt your understanding. You've seen the invisible system that governs your energy. It's not random. It's not about luck. It's designed by you. The boundaries you set, the thoughts you entertain, the people you surround yourself with, the habits you cultivate, the pace you choose, the presence you protect. Together, those invisible choices quietly control your energy and your life. And now you know, now you see. The system is yours to design or yours to ignore. But remember, protect your energy or lose everything. The final reflection. I'll leave you with this. Look at your life gently, not with judgment, but with awareness. Ask, where have I been leaking energy? Where have I tolerated depletion? Where have I betrayed my boundaries, my clarity, my peace? And more importantly, where am I ready to reclaim it because you can? Starting now. One boundary at a time. One intentional breath at a time. One small, powerful no at a time. The Stoics didn't control the world, but they mastered themselves. And through that, they protected their peace, their power, their energy. You can too. You already are. An invitation. If this message spoke to you, if you felt yourself nodding quietly, if a part of you whispered, "Yes, I've been leaking energy, but I'm ready now," then let this be your moment, your quiet revolution. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady, sovereign, yours. Reclaim your energy, guard it fiercely, because when your energy is protected, your mind sharpens, your heart opens, your boundaries hold, your potential unfolds, and suddenly, you no longer chase life, you lead it. The world, it can wait. Your energy. That's where everything begins. Protect it, or lose everything. Closing. Thank you for walking this path with me. It's not for everyone, but it is for you. If you found value in this, let me know. Comment below, I protect my energy. Declare it, own it, practice it. And if you're ready for more, for deeper conversations like this, subscribe. Not for algorithms, not for vanity, but to quietly keep building the life you actually want, your energy, your choice. I'll see you soon. Stay steady, stay present, stay protected. Sweet dreams.